GBHTV is brought to you by Grand Blanc CTE.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Excuse me, ladies, where do you think you're going?
Oh no!
College girls! Liars. Hey guys, it's Zelene and Bree with another episode of What's Up GB. So there has been some controversy about whether or not we should be able to drive between campuses. So we are with our friend Connor here, and we're going to ask students and teachers how they feel about it. Let's get into it. How do you feel about not being able to drive between campuses?
Honestly, I think it's horrible. I think something needs to change. We come to schools in our cars every single day. I think we should be able to drive between campuses, even when it's cold out. Because I don't want to come to school and have to risk myself going on the crossing path, maybe getting hypothermia or even slipping on the crossing path, you know?
How do you feel about not being able to drive between campuses?
Well, I mean, I wish I could, but it's like, I understand that it's not safe.
I mean, to me, it don't make no sense. These conditions that we go to school in, you know, all the iciness, ain't no cover on. They don't want to put no cover over the crossing path, but they want us to cross in all the snow and all that. I feel like we should be able to drive over there because I don't want to get all wet and then have to sit in class. You know, people be falling out there, you know.
I mean, I really don't cross, so like it don't matter to me.
I think it's dumb because when it's like negative 13 out like it was the other day, like it was freezing outside and everybody gets super cold because it's a long walk. And there's two schools and nobody else has to cross.
I think it's silly because like if it's super cold, I really don't want to cross. And I almost got in trouble with Mr. Getzinger, and he's a little iffy about that. And it's just stupid because that's a lot of walking to do, and not in the cold. I don't want to do it.
I think it's pretty dumb because like everybody does it anyways, and like it's their car, and as long as they get to class on time, then there shouldn't be a problem.
I mean, like, I don't care because I only cross once, so it doesn't affect me, but it would be nice to like drive because it's more convenient and it's like easier to go in between campuses.
I think students shouldn't drive between campuses. One, it's a liability. Two, if we let one, then we have to let like 28 other 100 drive, and then before you know it, we have a traffic backup, and then we have to direct, you know what I mean? It's just too much going on. When they drive, is risking accidents and hitting somebody, and a lot more vehicle accidents in the parking lot because kids want to rush, so I just don't recommend it.
How do you feel about not being able to drive in between campuses?
I think it's whack.
Why do you think it's whack?
Ask me that after they cover the crossing path.
Man, it sucks. It's cold outside and my car is warm.
Thank you.
Actually, I kind of think it's a bummer for the kids. They got to make up their minds because we have so many groups that can cross, early college, GISD, you name it. I know there's a billion of them. So I would like to see them eventually put a hall monitor there or build a crosswalk so you go to McDonald's or go. But I understand the liabilities of it. They don't want people driving all over the city and getting in car accidents. But as far as walking and foot traffic, I'd be for it.
Hey, Mr. Moore.
Yes.
How do you feel about people driving in between campuses?
I don't know. Kids are oftentimes late, but if you are driving between campus, give me some Qdoba.
How do you feel about students driving in between campuses, Anderson?
I think it's happening too much. Yeah, it happens all the time, dude. You probably do it.
How?
With one hand.
Okay.
All right, come on.
Explain to us why students shouldn't be able to drive in between campuses.
What's up, GB? The reason you can't drive in between campuses really is a safety and security issue. The sheer chaos that would come from upwards of 2,800 teenagers trying to get from one building to the other and getting in and out of cars to do that is just not safe. So it really comes down to logistically, it wouldn't work.
Behind every face, there is a mind. A mind that wanders, a mind that thinks, and each person's mind is like a galaxy, waiting to be explored. But there is a needed vulnerability to allow ourselves to be free from our own mind, that in today's day and age is hardly ever reached. We have formed into closed-minded, generic people, when what we really need to do is open up. Show emotion, be vulnerable. Opening up can go past just two people talking. It can be a sport, an art form, an education, and anything in between. What do you do on a daily basis that helps you open up to your emotions?
I'd say I best describe myself through my personal style, because before you get the chance to say anything to someone, that's the first thing they see is what you're wearing, so it shows a lot about your personality.
So seeing my friends every day at school, conversating, having a good time, always seeing my friends really help me out.
So when I get stressed, I like to make time for myself to hang out with friends, or when school gets chaotic, I really like to just make sure that I take time for myself.
Probably just lift weights. I like listening to music. I don't know, I like joke around.
So what helps you open up on a daily basis to your surroundings?
Dance really helps me open up on a daily basis to my surroundings because it really lets me let go all the time.
Music helps me express my emotions and deal with them on a daily basis because there's so much diversity within music. You can pick any artist that you want to listen on any day.
Probably music and friends, because my friends always I have a lot of social anxiety, so when my friends are around me, it allows me to relieve stress.
Okay. What is something that you do to help open up to your surroundings?
I listen to music.
What kind of music?
Metal.
How does that help you?
Just the aggressive side of the music just helps me calm down and just relax.
I say when I do draw and I paint, it helps express mood definitely a lot, and it can help you vent.
Alright, so what's something that you do on a daily basis that helps you open up to your emotions?
Just talking to my friends and knowing I can have someone to rely on.
I'm never stressed though, you gotta keep a positive attitude. So if I'm stressed or having a bad day, I just be happy.
I play my violin a lot, so to help me open up emotions, I sit and learn new music just whenever I feel down, whenever I want to try to get better at playing, it just helps me open up.
Making videos and prepping announcements for the school really takes my mind off everything else that's going on. And plus all the friends that are in the class, it really helps get the videos to be good and work together.
To open up with my emotions, usually I play basketball, so that helps you establish relationships with other people and just helps you open up and communicate with a lot of people that you typically want on a daily basis.
Listen to music.
How does that help you feel?
It's pretty calming, if you're stressed out, just listen to music, just relax.
What kind of music?
Mostly rap or, jazz, classical sometimes.
I cheer here at Grand Lake High School, and I'm at practice every single day for 3 hours, so you really bond with your teammates and you find trust in all of them.
As people, we are unique. We all have our stories, our moments. All we need is to open up to the world around us, because we need emotion. We need to express it. We need to allow ourselves to truly feel. We need to open up.
So Inclusion Day is March 4th, next Wednesday, and basically our Unified Sports class decided that they would like to do some activities that would show how students with disabilities struggle.
So next week is Inclusion Week, and on Wednesday, March 4th, we're going to be doing Inclusion Day. So Unified is going to be having a big assembly down in the small gym at East.
There'll be tables set up about different disabilities like visual impairment, hearing, autism, comprehension, and more. Just come out and support GB Unified, and our goal is to go viral on all social media.
The activities we're going to be doing 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 6th hours per elective classes.
It'll be a fun time. Come take pictures.
Please
we have
do.
all these frames.
We'll have candy too.
Yeah, so come down and support.
Right up here we have frames for inclusion. You take your picture with the frame, and your name will be entered in a raffle to win a gift card.
And so for the raffle, you guys can come and take pictures, and you guys can tweet us on our Twitter or use our Instagram to just add something. And if you guys take a picture and tweet something, you guys get your name put in a raffle. We're going to be giving away a whole bunch of different cool gift cards.
Like Amazon and GameStop.
Starbucks one, I think. There's a couple cool ones.
Yes.
We really, the big push for the Unified Sports class was to go viral on social media about what we do at Grand Blanc High School and how inclusive we are every single day of the school year.
Those who demonstrate zest and enthusiasm bring energy and intensity to individual and group work. People with enthusiasm and zest are happy, but this strength goes beyond happiness or pleasure. It is an activated positive energy and associated with self-realization and autonomy.
These people are often identified as early leaders and innovators as a result of their outward excitement about their task or project. Look for these people to recruit new group members and generate ideas. Zest is a strength that has strong connotations with both physical and mental vitality and well-being. It can be fortified through diet, exercise, mindset, and social connection.
Construction trades classes at Grand Blanc High School can lead you directly into a career that could equal some very high-paying, high-wage jobs in all the different construction areas. Projects in our construction trades classes are usually group projects, and we do a lot of like small structures. This year we're working on the chalets for the city of Grand Blanc, which will be a location for entrepreneurs to test their products and or more or less decide if it's something that they want to pursue, buying a store or renting or leasing a place. Yeah, any student is welcome to take our classes. Anybody with interest and a drive to have a better understanding and perfect their skills in carpentry are welcome here. We have students that have no prior knowledge, and it's just an interest and a want to be here is the most important thing. Yeah, students will earn a OSHA 10 certification in construction safety. OSHA standards are all met. It's something that works great on a resume to make yourself more marketable for a position in the future. The tools and equipment that you see in our classroom are what you would see in industry, even sometimes maybe a little bit better than some of the tools that I've worked with in the past, because with our educational funding that we receive through CTE does allow us to make sure that we have tools and equipment that are working well.
Thanks for watching GBHTV. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter.